We start with 1 hour chart. We want to see what's the update. Okay, first of all, if you refer to my last video when the price was here, we mentioned if we get the correction for buy, we can trade it, but we didn't have any buy setup. Okay, and if we move to even I mentioned if we get any buy setup, if as long as the price come to this level, we have to start to manage, because I want there is a possibility the price can drop. If we move to 15-minute chart, we can see we didn't have any flight. All right, the price shot more than what we expected, and this is a flat for as a correction for the next move down. Okay, now we want to see what's the next and how we can trade it. Okay, if you refer to my analysis since last few days when the price wasn't here, I mentioned that first of all we want the price to break this low. If I put the line here before we take the buy, okay, now the price broke. Okay, but if before we take the trade, we need to get the trade set up. But right now we don't have any trade set up, because still we can expect the possibility we get one more correction for the one move down. All right, similar to what we have here, we have the opportunity for sell. Okay, anyway, in my last video when the price was here, we mentioned that if you want to, the best is wait for the breakout, the most safest way if you want to buy. But when we see the changes, then no any buy within this we get, I mean buy setup, we take it, and when the price comes to the trend line, we start to manage. Okay, and we don't need to wait for the breakout, but if we get the break correction after the breakout, also we take the trade. If I move to daily chart, we have nothing to talk about, and if we move to forward chart, we see this one. And because we have been talking about this correction, if you refer to my analysis when the price was here, that's why I mentioned don't buy here without any trade setup. What? Because I mentioned like this, what we have here we can get there. Okay, and even I mentioned that the possibility the price can come to this level. All right, almost there. Whether the price can break, it depends, we need to see, because what we have right now is very deep. Okay, anyway, any trade if we want to get any trade, we should have a trade setup. And if we move to MACD, nothing based on 1 hour chart, and based on 1 hour for another one, we have a divergence here. Okay, both of them showing the different results. Now, how we can trade it? First of all, we should be aware still we can get a correction here for one move down. What we have here still can repeat. Okay, any things I mean, if you want to buy, we need to get the confirmation, at least sharp move flag, and when the price comes to this level, we start to manage. And how about if the price sharply move without giving a correction, we don't buy it, then we wait for the breakout. Any correction above the breakout, we buy. Okay, we don't jump into the trade with a sharp move. Okay, and if we move to 15-minute, we don't have anything. Can this one turn to be another flat? Yeah, that's mean if the price is still, we can expect the price to drop. That's why we cannot buy here unless based on 15 continue give a flag above this, then we can look into it whether we should buy or not. And the best thing is if the price drop to this low, then from there we look for buy. Okay, anyway, we don't have any trade setup, we don't need to jump into the trade. The only thing is we have to look for the buy setup. Any buy setup we get, as long as we get into the profit, or even I mentioned come to this trend line, we have to start to manage at least move towards stop loss for to break even, because what we have here we can repeat. How deep it can go we cannot confirm, but from now we're expecting for the reversal. Okay, anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any trade setup that can confirm for the reversal, then I will share. Thanks.